Two Chairs No Waiting, episode number 487. Wow. The Whistling Story, Two Chairs No Waiting, is brought to you each week by the folks over at weaversdepartmentstore.com. Drop over there and pick up a fishing hole golf towel. You don't want to miss that. If you're going golfing this summer, great thing. Even if you're not golfing, it might be fun. Head over there and check it out. It's got Andy and Opie right on the front. You can also get a Aunt Bee's Apple Pie t-shirt. Great shirts. Head over to weaversdepartmentstore.com and check it out. Two Chairs No Waiting is also brought to you by donations from listeners just like you. Head over to Patreon and support the show. Patreon.com/2chairs. Hello, everybody. I'm Alan Newsom, your host for Two Chairs No Waiting. It is a great Mayberry week. And why is that? Because this coming weekend is the Mayberry Meet-up in Mount Airy, North Carolina. So we're going to be talking about that this evening. And we're also doing something a little different. We're showing actually a video clip that was recorded back in the live show for episode number 468. Now, it's a video clip. It's not totally Mayberry, but it does have a Mayberry tie to it. So I think you're going to enjoy it. And then we're going to hear from Randy Turner with This Week in Mayberry History. And then we'll talk a little bit about the meetup that's coming up this weekend. So if you guys are not going to get to come or you're not interested in it, that'll be the time you could bail out on us. But I hope you won't. I think you'll enjoy just the conversation. I'm going to play some clips from last year that, we've already shown them here on the podcast. So if you get bored, you can leave. But hey, we watch reruns of the Andy Griffith Show every day. And so you could watch a rerun of this show once in a while, I guess. All right, so let's head right now. So let me set this up a little bit. This is from back in, it was during March. It was March the 5th, 2018, this year. I was telling a story here on the live version of the show. I didn't tell it on the actual podcast. So if you didn't see the live show, you didn't see this. But I've had a lot of people that were in the live show wanted me to play this story again. And, I tell you what, I'm just going to let Alan from March 2016 take it away with this story. So take it away, Alan. And so I have a story I need to tell you guys. And Jan may drop in. I don't know if she will, because she sure thought this was funny. So let me tell you, we've been having, this is before, I'll tell this on here instead on the podcast. So we've been having some trouble with telemarketers here at Weaver's Department Store because they keep calling, and it's not just telemarketers, but people like telemarketers. They keep calling our Weaver's Department Store hotline, where people can call us, and just won't leave us alone. No matter what Jan does, they continually, here's Jan, hold on. If you're going to talk, you got to talk into the microphone so they can hear you. Here.
And before people suggest that we get the block stuff from our phone providers, we have that.
That's
These
right.
people call from different numbers each and every time. So don't tell me on Facebook that I need to call our phone provider and do that, because I've done that.
As you can see, Jan is a very cheerful person, very Mayberry
This is a
spirited.
pet peeve. I am a cheerful person. This is a pet peeve of mine, though. And I post that on my Facebook thing that I've already told my phone provider this or done this, whatever. And people still comment, oh, you need to let your phone provider know this. I've let them know this. People don't read my Facebook post before they post. So anyway.
So what had happened was Jan has decided she doesn't like getting the all these calls, and she's been trying to get them to she'll tell them, hey, put me on your lit, and they'll hang up on her.
There's this one company in particular that's called, and I'm getting ready to turn them over to the Attorney General because they've called that I've logged about 21 times.
You're going to tell the
this
governor.
one company's called about 21 times since I've started logging them. They've actually called more than that. But since
21 times, not just one, 21, 100. 100 times. 100.
Go ahead with your story.
So anyway, she's mad and tired of this.
I'm going to nip it.
So she's been trying to figure out how to get them to quit calling, because she tells them to quit calling. They won't quit. She did that. So
they even call back and argue with me.
So I knew about that, but I wasn't thinking anything about it. I was sitting in the living room, minding my own business, right over here. Sitting in the living room, in my recliner, lean back, relaxing in my recliner, my foot sticking out in front of me, relaxed, holding the remote control, changing the channels. And something triggered Jan, who was sitting over on the couch over to my right, that she thought of something. And she just, I forgot something. She went running out of the living room. And my recliner sits with just over my left shoulder is the door going out of the room. Okay, so it comes into here, actually. And anyway, so it's over my left shoulder about 2 or 3 feet behind me. So I can't see her once she goes out the door. But I thought she had, forgot something that was on the oven she needed to go turn off, because she goes, oh, I forgot something. Ran out of the room, ran right by me. I was like, okay, so I'm just, she's forgotten. There's clothes in the dryer she forgot to get out, something like that. Yeah, so I wasn't thinking much about it. And I'm not going to do this to you, because I'm going to do it, but I'm going to turn way over so you guys don't hear this too bad.
You want me to go do it? I can do it from across the room.
No, because you might do it during the podcast or something. I want to keep control of this thing. So I'm sitting there minding my own business and, watching TV just a minute after she left the room. Okay, I'm going to turn this down, so I'm going to turn her down too, so you can't hear this. Here's what happens. Over my shoulder behind me, I hear this. I'm jumping out of my skin. What is that? What is happening? Because she bought this whistle. So Barney here buys this whistle so that she can...
It was just like Andy did when Barney did the cymbal.
Yeah, it's like when Andy... She blows this whistle about 1.5 feet from my left ear. And I jump... I'm flying all over the place, and look how upset she is. See how that's what she did then. She had to lean on the wall. She had to lean on the wall to keep from falling down because she was laughing so hard.
I can't wait to use it on the telemarketer.
So what she bought it for was if the telemarketer's called, she's going to whistle but I'm not a telemarketer. I didn't know that. She goes,
in my defense, when I had been blowing it, it had not been that loud.
You don't have to get right behind me. They can't see you. My head's
sorry.
Here.
In my defense, when I had been blowing it after I bought it, it had not been that loud. So when
she had been doing it like this, like she's just been going.
It had been a little louder than that.
Yeah, but she takes like a full lung full of air
and blew it
and blows this thing.
It was so loud.
It was exactly like when Barney comes walking in with those cymbals and goes, boom, right by Andy's head.
It was so loud.
Anyway, after I changed clothes, I came back in there. She's still laughing like this. And I finally got the explanation of what she had this whistle for.
And we have a friend of ours to thank for it because he gave me the idea.
Yeah, so I just wanted to let y'all know about it because I had a heart attack or something. You'll know what's happened to me, okay? Because this is a good lung exercise. Ha! All right, so this has nothing to do with our Andy Griffith Show episode here, but I just wanted to share the news and hide this from Jan where she can't use it when I'm at home. So, all right.
You better not be hid when I'm trying to call the telemarketer calls.
All right, you done?
Yes, I'm done.
You're done.
Here.
All right.
There you go.
All
Bye,
right.
everybody.
All right, so Jan's done. Tell her bye. Good night, Jan. So, there you go. So, there we go. This one doesn't have a P in it. Yeah, Steve said to change the P. But it doesn't have a P. It doesn't have one. This is a straight whistle. It just blows. There is no P in this thing. It is really loud. It's evidently a referee whistle or something. She bought it at Academy Sports, but it doesn't actually have a P in it. I don't want it changed. I can't change it.
No, I don't.
Here, you want it? Don't do this behind me because I can't see you.
I'm not going to do it.
And it won't be funny then in the background. All right, so she's got it. All right, so there you go. All right. So there it was, Jan, the whistleblower, Newsom, blowing the whistle and scaring me to death. There she was. So hope you guys enjoyed that. Now, that was from March 5th, 2018. Jan told me I said 16 earlier, but that was earlier this year when I told the story. So sometime before that, after I got over the trauma of the whistle in the ear, I told the story here on the podcast. Folks, like I said, in the live version of the show, had wanted to hear this again. And so I thought I'd play it for you. So I hope all you guys enjoyed that. That's not Mayberry related, other than it was exactly, I believe I acted somewhat similar to the way Andy looked when those cymbals crashed right behind his head when Barney came walking in. So anyway, so that's my story. And wow, thanks, Jan. So I don't know if she's actually got to use the whistle yet on the telemarketers. All right, guys, let's head over and hear some Mayberry history from Randy Turner.
Welcome to This Week in Mayberry History, a report by special correspondent Randy Turner of the Gomer and Cooper Pyle Comic Book Literary Guild of the Mayberry Historical Society.
It is always interesting to see the breadth of actors who made a brief stop in the Mayberry universe, from unknown bit players to well-known character actors to those who went on to become major stars. In the middle category, it is hard to imagine a better respected character actor than the great Harry Dean Stanton. Born in Kentucky on July the 14th, 1926, to a father who was a barber and tobacco farmer and a mother who worked as a cook, Harry was raised in a family that loved music. After a stint in the Navy during World War II, where he was a cook himself on a ship that delivered tanks during the Battle of Okinawa, Harry studied journalism at the University of Kentucky, while also acting in theater. He was given the opportunity to perform in Paris, France, not Kentucky, and was encouraged by the director there to leave college and study acting full-time. Harry did so, studying at the Pasadena Playhouse. He broke in the national entertainment with an appearance in an episode of the suspense anthology series Inner Sanctum in 1954. He was billed as Harry Stanton, but soon learned another actor was already using that name, so he began using his middle name in his first credited film role 3 years later. Nearly 20 years later, he began using his full name, the name for which he is best known. For the first part of his career, Harry worked in smaller character parts, though sometimes in more notable projects. He was a soldier in the 1959 Korean War film Pork Chop Hill, starring Gregory Peck, and played a member of Eli Wallach's gang in the 1962 film How the West Was Won. He appeared periodically as different characters in numerous Western series, including Gunsmoke, Laramie, and Rawhide. In the latter half of the 1960s, while Harry remained primarily a character actor his entire career, he began appearing in the works for which he is best remembered. And of course, to Mayberry fans, that includes his appearance in The Andy Griffith Show. In 1967, Harry played the morose owner of the general store on the secluded Caribbean island where Howard Sprague moved after seeing a travelogue on television. As Harry's character showed Howard the store and introduced him to 3 depressed longtime residents, Howard began to realize that the paradise he thought he had found did not compare to the paradise of Mayberry he had left behind. Harry soon began appearing in a string of popular films, both mainstream and cult. The same year he was on The Andy Griffith Show, he demonstrated his considerable musical talent as Tramp in the classic film Cool Hand Luke. He appeared in small parts in a variety of films, including Godfather Part 2, Alien, The Green Mile, and relatively recently, Marvel's The Avengers. He was in cult films, such as Escape from New York and Repo Man. He became a favorite of several directors, including Sam Peckinpah and David Lynch. The latter cast Harry in the original Twin Peaks series sequels, Fire, Walk With Me, and the 2017 continuation of the series 27 years after it first premiered. Harry did get to play the lead character one time. In 1984, he played the largely silent Travis in the film Paris, Texas, written by Sam Shepard with Harry in mind. The critically acclaimed film won numerous film awards, with Harry's performance universally praised. Many agree with the late film critic Roger Ebert's assessment that any film that included Harry Dean Stanton could not be all bad. Harry passed away last September at the age of 91, having amassed over 200 film and television credits over a career that lasted more than 6 decades. That's it for this week. Thanks for listening, and remember to take Andy's advice and go out there and act like somebody.
Thank you, Randy. Thank you so much for that report. Now, if you'd like to make sure you don't miss anything that Randy Turner puts out, sign up for his email list at turnersgrade@gmail.com. turnersgrade@gmail.com. And Randy, thank you so much for taking time to do your This Week in Mayberry History. We always love it. A lot of fun. So there we go. So there you got a report from history and you got a story from history. So coming up this week, which is the future right now, we're going to be having the 2018 version of the Mayberry Meet-up. And I definitely want to encourage you to be there if you can. We got about 80 people signed up right now that I know of. We're going to be getting together and go out to eat on Friday night. On Friday, Betty Lynn will be signing autographs at the Andy Griffith Museum. You have to buy a entry, I believe, into the museum, but then you can go and get an autograph from Betty. I think that's how that still works. And we'll be trying to do some live shots from Mount Airy, if possible. I did some last year, so we'll be doing that. On Saturday, Neil Brower is going to be doing his Professor Brower's class. Everybody that's currently signed up that I know of to come to the event has been sent an email or contacted in some way with a schedule. So the schedule will be there. We've got a remind group set up so that you can get text messages throughout the weekend. So even if you're not going and you want to just vicariously follow along, you can do that. You'll be able to be a part of the live stuff we're doing online, and you can see any text messages I'm sending out telling everybody, hey, we're meeting at this time at this place and heading this location. So anyway, it should be a lot of fun. Now, last year, and I've already played these on a previous podcast. I believe it was back in, I did a report on July the 25th of 2017 called the Mayberry Meet-up 2017 report. What a creative name that I was able to put together. So this information that we're about to play is from then. Okay, so we've talked about it. Now, what I have done is I've gone in and I've tried to improve the audio a little bit. So hopefully you'll be able to hear a little better on this version of the audio. We got a story from Ken Junkin. Ken Junkin is Otis Campbell. He plays our Otis Campbell. He's one of our tribute artists for Otis. And Ken and I are partners in crime. We ride around together at a lot of these Mayberry events. Great guy. Now, what you may or may not know is at one point, Ken also did the character of Big Maud Tyler. Now, he dressed up as Big Maud, and that's the story he's going to be telling in just a minute. So you're going to enjoy that. And then Debbie Miles has a story that she tells, and there may be one more. So we got a few stories coming up. I hope you're going to enjoy it. Just get you ready for the meetup. And if you're not going to be at the meetup, hey, that's fine. Mayberry Days is coming up too. Come to Mayberry Days. There's also an event over in Troy, North Carolina in August. Head over to the imayberry.com website and click on event calendar. You'll find all the information for these events there. So let's go and travel back in time again to last July, and here's some stories that were told at last year's meetup.
And some lady from Ohio said, Otis, if I make you a Big Maud outfit, will you play Big Maud? And I said, as long as it's 500 miles from my house. I will not do that any closer than 500 miles from my house. So she did a wonderful job and made me a 4X outfit or something like that. But she said, now you're on your own on the shoes. I've never bought any women's shoes, so I had a good friend at the time that said she would find me the shoes, pumps, I believe you call them. And
look at me, I don't know.
Well, I was hoping you could help with that. Anyway, at a local women's shoe store, she called and found, she said, the lady's got 3 pairs she wants you to try on. She said, you go over there at lunch. Okay. So I waited till 2 o'clock hoping nobody would be there at lunch. I drive up, there's no cars in the parking lot. I go in, there's 3 pair of 13 some size shoes. Nobody in the store, no clerk, nothing. I said, come on. Well, I'm standing there and this lady comes in. She doesn't shop, she just gets behind me and I'm at the counter. Second lady walks in, true story. She gets behind me, they're not shopping. Then the clerk is in her office, she sticks her head out. Mr. Junkin, I've got you 3 pair of shoes there if you'd like to try them on and see which one you like.
So all those ladies looked at you.
Yeah, and I wanted to tell them what I was doing. There was a chair right by the counter up front to try those shoes on. I grabbed them and ran to the back. And the first pair, I guess, fit. I got them on my feet and I come up. She said, did you try them on? I said, no, the one's fine. Are you sure? Yeah, fine. How much I owe you? Well, you sure? Yeah, okay. And she starts figuring up the tax. She says, Mr. Junkin, I'm throwing in you a pair of queen size pantyhose. And now I want queen size. Queen size. I don't want to sell her king size.
Emmett Forrest, you know, we all know who Emmett is. He would stop in every now and then at the shop, usually on Sunday morning before he went up to the museum. And he said, I'm going to bring you something for you to see that I guess, Francie Knott, is that her name? Francie, that she has donated to the museum. And I said, okay. So the next Sunday he brought it for Daryl and I to see. Well, no, actually this was at Emmett's house, wasn't it? Yeah, we went to Emmett's house anyway. And he said, here's something I want you to try on. And it was Don Knotts' black coat, you know, east to west, north to south. What was that episode? The North episode. That's it, yeah. So I said, Emmett, I don't want to try on the coat. I was just afraid, you know, I thought, what if it rips or something? But anyway, I put the coat on. It was tight. I could hardly just put it on. It was way too tight. But I put it on. And he said, okay. I said, how does it feel? I said, oh, it's great. So I think Gerald took a couple pictures. And then he said, reach in the coat pocket. And I'm like, okay. So I reached in and I pulled out the white tissue that Barney sneezes in because he's allergic to horsehair. Oh, it was still in there.
And it's on sale at Mayberry on little pieces of it.
It's probably still in there, so I guess the prop person, of course, put that in there for the episode. So, also, he let me try on the salt and pepper suit, the jacket that's up at the museum, and it was tight too. Oh, the arms were really tight, but it was pretty neat. But I think there were 2 different salt and pepper suits. You know, if y'all kind of noticed, yeah. But that was a real thrill. I mean, you know, it was great, and you know, that's just fun stuff that Emmett had going on all the time, really. He'd come in and tell us, well, I talked to Andy last night, and then Daryl and I we always think there was a reason for everything, you know, to do with the show, why they used a name or a place or whatever. And, you know, sometimes we'd spring that on Emmett, and he'd say, now, Debbie, there's not always a reason for everything. And I said, I think there was, you know.
Hey, folks. Hey, we're here at the Mayberry Meet-up at the Mayberry Motor Inn. Let's turn around this way. The Mayberry Motor Inn, you can see it there in the background, the sign. There's the setup we've got at the gazebo back behind me. We've got probably 50, 60 people here watching episodes of the Andy Griffith Show. It's been a lot of fun. We've watched 1 episode. We're on our 2nd one. We're watching Barney's first car, in case you can't see what that is behind me. But it's been a great weekend. Everybody's had a lot of fun. It was a little wet about 3 o'clock, but it stopped. And so it's only some dampness on the ground, but folks, we've been having a great time. Wish you could be here with us. We've had trivia, we've had stories, we've told all kinds of stuff here during the weekend. Tomorrow morning we'll be doing the Bible study. If you can, we'll try to do it again next year. Hopefully we'll be able to pull it off. I would walk away, but I'm here close to a light because it's dark. It's 9:30 at night here at Mount Airy, but we're enjoying ourselves. Everybody's having fun. I'm looking through my bifocals, so I have to keep looking up to see what the screen's showing. But I know you guys asked for reports. I've been trying to give them when I could, but there's been a lot going on. And I definitely want to encourage you, if you ever have a chance, to come to the meetup or come to Mount Airy in general. Come to Mount Airy and just have a good time visiting with everybody and be a part of the show. I'll walk back over behind me here and see. But I don't think you can see everybody because it's so dark. But you can see the screen. We got the big screen here. We got the gazebo back behind it. You can see the light on top at least. So, folks, if you ever get a chance, I'm trying to turn where you can actually see me, come here to the meetup and have a great time with us. And we'll talk to you some other time, probably not tonight, here at Two Chairs No Waiting. Good night, everybody. All right, guys. So that's just a taste of just some of the things that we'll be doing this year at the Mayberry Meet-up 2018. So come and see us. It's our 6th year, and it's just a lot of fun, and folks will just enjoy themselves. Let's hope it doesn't rain, because I don't really have a backup plan. If it does rain, it will be extremely difficult if it rains. Everybody remember to bring your lawn chairs, because we don't have anywhere near the kind of chairs you'd need to sit out there. So if you want to sit, bring a lawn chair, bring a blanket to sit on the ground. You can do anything you'd like. Folks, I am so looking forward to seeing everybody. I hope you will be there. I hope you've enjoyed this podcast. I tell you what, I would love to hear from you. You can give me a call at 888-684-8415, or you can drop me a line at floyd@imayberry.com. However you'd like to get in touch with me, please do. If you head over to twochairsnowaiting.com, click that contact button. It's got all that information. So if you forgot, head there and check it out. Folks, looking forward to the Mayberry Meetup. Hope you'll be there. If you're not, watch us on Facebook. We'll be trying to go live at least some of the time from Mount Airy whenever we got a good signal. And we'll see you guys next time right here at Two Chairs, if not before. See you guys later. Have a great week.